everyone, Great Power 60 here. Oh my God, that sounded awful. Hi everyone. Oh my God. Hi guys. Welcome back. Tea with me Tuesday. Oh, I have something to talk about today. My tea's cold because I was doing research. Interesting topic today. I started doing some research. I wanted to talk about a certain subject, and I started doing a little research. I started, because I want to, kind of back up what I'm saying or find out if there's more information and blah, 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 which is what I do. And I was looking at issues that are facing seniors today. And, we know what our issues are. I mean, our health deteriorates. Maybe we're not eating well. Maybe we don't have a safe home, a permanent home. Things happen. There's fear. There's depression. There's, isolation, boredom. People that are living alone. They're not being productive. They're not doing anything. They're sitting there watching TV all day, or sometimes it's a financial issue. And those are really the big things. Those are the big reasons, big issues facing us. But then I wanted to go a step further. And one of the other things I wanted to know is, I know now, but I always wanted to know, what causes seniors to be so angry when we are supposed to be the happiest generations? Elderly people are supposed to be happier. So why are some seniors angry? Why are they angry? Your very first, let's face it, even when you're young, when you're not feeling well and people are bugging you, you get angry. You want to be left alone. If you're depressed, if you're just, I mean, it could be brain damage, it could be dementia, but let's not talk about those things. It could be things like family problems, worries about family issues that people don't know what you've been through, what your life has been like. Maybe you've had a recent loss. I was angry last year. I was upset because I lost 5 members of our family. I lost my dog. I was hurt and I was hurting and I was angry a lot, and I didn't even realize it. I mean, I tried to hide it, and in hiding it, the stress of it affected my health. So, that's fear, anxiety. We all go through it. And, the one thing that people forget about is medications. And if they're not properly guarded, if they're not properly administered or watched, especially if an elderly person lives alone or lives in a facility and they're medicated for one reason or another because of their health, and they show anger, there's a reason why a person is angry. There is always a reason why people are angry. And you can't dismiss it. It's like when you lose your spouse and you're grieving. People can't tell you how to grieve. You have your way of grieving. Everyone has their own way of grieving. And it's the same thing with elderly people who are angry. They get angry when you talk to them as if they're an idiot. When you talk down to people, when you speak to them as if they're like a child, and especially if they're in care, or if you have someone come in to care for you, or if you have children that speak to you, family members that speak to you in sort of a condescending way. that makes you angry. When they start assuming that you don't know what you're doing anymore. There are reasons, yes. There's dementia. There's, some sort of incapacity, right? And there's nothing worse than someone talking down to you or talking to you as if you're an idiot. That is the most irritating thing that would make anybody angry. I don't care how old you are. Well, I discovered something that I'm going through this. I even wrote it out. I discovered something rather interesting that I had never heard of. Have you heard of Elderspeak? I had never heard of it. Apparently, it was coined in 1994. I've forgotten by who, but anyway, excuse me. So, Elderspeak. Oh, where is it here? I have it from Wikipedia. Why do I want to say Wikipedia? From Wikipedia. Elderspeak is a specialized speech style used by younger adults with older adults, characterized by simpler vocabulary and sentence structure. Filler words, overlaying endearing terms, closed-ended questions using collective we repetition, and speaking more slowly. Elderspeak stems from a stereotype that older people have reduced cognitive abilities such as language processing and production, and its use may be a result of or a contribution to ageism, another term. Although some aspects of Elderspeak may be beneficial for some recipients, it is generally seen as inappropriate and a hindrance to the intergenerational communication. Individuals and other care providers can use self-monitoring and formal education programs to overcome Elderspeak and thus promote successful aging for older adults. But this Elderspeak is, how horrible is this? Speak slowly. Make sure that you can be heard. Now, my mom has a hearing problem, but I don't speak to her as if she was a child. I just have to speak up. And sometimes she thinks I'm angry because I'm not used to speaking loudly. And I am not a speech pathologist. I don't know the proper pronunciations of some words, and I tend to babble on. But I don't speak to my mom in a condescending way. I speak to her as if she's my mom. I speak to her as a contemporary. I speak to her. I don't say, what should we do today? Well, actually, I do say that sometimes. I go, hey, Mom, what do we do? What are we going to do today? But even my brother has Alzheimer's and he has trouble talking. I don't speak to him like in partial words, partial sentences. At least I hope I don't. I'm really going to have to watch myself. But no, I speak to him like I do to my mom. And hopefully he'll catch the important words. And even if I have to repeat myself in a sentence, I don't say, how are you? I say, how are you today? What's going on? Where have you been? What have you been doing? Normal talk. So why are, when you sit back and wonder why elderly people get angry, there are a lot of reasons. Just like there's a lot of reasons young people get angry. There's a lot of reasons. There's a lot of stress out there. And saying that we are all happy is kind of a funny thing to me, because when you're not feeling well, you just don't feel like, leave me alone kind of thing. I need to deal with these issues, unless you're talking to a doctor or a nurse or something like that. But Anyway, I didn't know what Elderspeak was. Now I know. And I don't like it. And I'm hoping that they are training young people to speak to elderly people the same way they would speak to their contemporaries, except one thing I have to say. Young people have to slow down their speech. And I don't say that as an older person. I'm saying that because I've noticed on YouTube when I'm watching I used to watch some young people on their channel, and they are so gung ho and talking so quickly, and they're trying to get their whatever product, whatever they're doing out there. It's like a sales pitch. And you've never seen a politician talk fast like that. You've never seen a speaker giving a speech on any particular subject talk like that. So why do they talk so quickly? And I don't mean, because I can talk quickly too. I mean, there are times when I have, kind of jabbered on and talked a little fast, but we're talking super speed. And I stopped watching some of them because they were so annoying. You know, in order to get people's attention, it's not the amount of words that you can spew out in like 1 minute. It's it's getting their attention by pausing and talking. And anyway, I'm sorry. I'm not trying to give a speech because I'm a know-it-all on speech making. No. It was just something that I noticed that some of the YouTube girls that are doing some of their channels, which I don't know whether they were trying to be a commercial or not. And that's basically what I thought they were trying to do. Let's cram as much information as we can into this little segment. They don't want their video to be more than 5 minutes long, 3 minutes long. So they talk so quickly and get it a little up. Who's good? I mean, aside from maybe the kids their age, who's really going to want to watch it? I don't know. Maybe I'm an elderly person that needs to be spoken to slowly. No. It's not that at all. I just, their high-pitched voices and their jabbering just got to me where I just stopped watching some of them. And it's really too bad because they were cute and I really enjoyed them at first. But it just became annoying and I just stopped watching them. And the whole point is to talk to someone as if you're sitting down having a cup of tea, which we are doing. We're having a cup of tea. There's nothing worse than someone talking down to you. I don't care how old you are. It's rude. It's rude to assume that all old people are frail, idiots, maybe weak and can't understand. Some of us, have got PhDs. You don't know what kind of education we've had, what kind of experiences we've had. So don't assume that we're all idiots. Anyway, I just found this rather interesting as I first started just thinking about, I was thinking about some elderly people that I had known and why they get angry. And I know why Mom got angry. Mom got angry because she was scared because her memory was going. And it took her about a year living with me this past year. Actually, it's maybe a year and a half. She used to get so angry because she would forget. This is a pencil. And she would call it a cup. And she used to get so upset with herself. Now it's just, she started saying, a little while back, she started saying, oh, well, I'm getting old and, I'm getting forgetful. And I said, that's okay, Mom. I'm getting old and I'm getting forgetful too. I put her at ease a lot, because at least I tried to, because it was scary for her. And I didn't know then why she was angry. And now I know why, because she was losing her capacity to remember things. She was losing her capacity to be in control, no matter how relaxed I made her feel. I can tell now when Mom is not feeling well, which is not very often, maybe once every, I don't know, a couple of months. I'm actually, thank God, Mom is in great health for her age, and solid on her feet, and she's really, for 88, she's really in good shape, and hopefully it'll continue for quite a few years. I'm really, happy about that. But anyway, so I was going to talk about all of this stuff, and then I found this Elderspeak, and I went, what is Elderspeak? And I looked it up, and I thought I would share it with you today for you, tonight for me, because I always do it at night when Mom's gone to bed. It's easier for me to kind of talk a little louder, or be a little more free to speak, without Mom interrupting. And I don't want to ignore her. And I feel like if I'm doing these videos, I feel like I'd be ignoring her if she was sitting there, and it's kind of rude. It's kind of rude, So I try to include her in a lot of things. Anyway, have I made any sense at all tonight? I'm really, really tired. I just was, wanting to share a little bit of information that I found, and then I came across Elderspeak. Elderspeak. Interesting term, but very common. And just to let everyone who is younger know, we hate it. Don't do it. Speak to us as if we're your peers. Speak to us as you would your coworkers, your peers. Anyway, I just thought I'd bring that up this week. I found that rather interesting. Very interesting. Shall I hold my cup up and just kind of sit here for a minute so that I can get a thumbnail that's not so crappy? Oh my goodness. I am getting tired. Rather interesting things I love to learn, and when I discover something new that I didn't know about, I like to share it. Anyway, thanks for joining me. Let me know in the comments below. Did you know what Elderspeak was? I didn't know. But I sure know what makes people angry. I mean, elderly people, older adults. What makes us angry? Talking down to us, trying to take over our life, interfering with our life when you think we don't know what we're doing. There's many things. Our health, medication, problems that we have. Sometimes problems that are inflicted on us makes us angry. So if we're supposed to be the happiest generation, I feel sorry for the young people, because they've got to be really angry. Anyway, guys, thanks for joining me, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.